Welcome to my voiceover studio tour 2023. I am a professional voiceover artist working in Mumbai, India. I would like to take you on a tour of my studio, which I've built with a lot of love over the last 5 years, and hope you'll like this video. So here's my outside section where I can get another director to sit here and talk to me via this Ahuja microphone. This is an Ahuja talkback microphone only for talkback, so nothing expensive needed there. I have a Samsung curved monitor, which I initially used for gaming, but now it's just being used as a standby monitor in case I want to chill here, sit and have some food or something, watching videos and stuff. So here are my two guitars. This one's gifted by my wife, the Epiphone Les Paul, and this one's a Dean Vendetta. I do play a little bit of metal, but nothing too serious. I have my Marshall amp right here. For the keyboard, I use this, I think a Huoji keyboard from Amazon, a mechanical keyboard, a Cosmic Byte mouse. Yeah, so this PC is it's a Lian Li case with a GeForce RTX 3080. For the processor, I have a Ryzen 9 3900X with 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM. I have a couple of hard disks there, 12 terabyte, 4 terabyte, another 4 terabytes right here, and some SSDs inside the machine as well. So this is my audio interface of choice. It's the Universal Audio Apollo Twin. This is what makes my voice sound amazing, I would say. These are the first studio monitors I purchased. These are the M-Audio BX5s. They're decent for studio monitors, good for a beginner. Also have these secondary pair of Edify monitors. Not monitors, Edify speakers. These are just for casual listening when I'm not trying to do studio work. Also, the thing is, studio monitors tend to get hot, right? So this thing stays cool even if you are playing music for 4 hours. And apart from this, we also have a MIDI keyboard, which is totally battered by now. Unfortunately, I'm not into music production. This is a Novation Launch Key 49. The mod wheel, pitch wheel are already broken. So this huge cupboard-like thing you're seeing right here, industrial architecture, this is my soundproof booth. As you can see, it's elevated off the floor by a few inches. It's a floating floor which is placed on 26 rubber blocks. And inside here, I have my trusty green sole gaming chair. So one more important thing is, because I cannot have any cables running, with a hole, because a hole cuts out the whole point of soundproofing. If you have to drill a hole and pass wires through it, your soundproofing is basically gone. So I have these jacks inside with cables running all the way outside. So everything is hooked up from this main PC and sends out a bunch of wires which go to jacks outside and then to jacks inside. It goes into all the equipment. This is my voiceover recording studio. This is a soundproof booth that I've built to do my professional voiceover work. And outside, I have a control room section where another artist can come in. I can record them inside the studio. Or if a director wants to come in and direct me, they can do that from right here. Excuse me, this is my first video, so I'm not sure how it's going to go. But let me give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. So from the close-ups of all my equipment, you can actually see that everything is kind of taken a beating. But that's what happens when you do this day in and day out for many years at a stretch. So primarily, what I'm running is a Sennheiser MKH416. I also have another Neumann TLM107, which is also a great mic, but it does tend to capture a bit more background noise, so I have this as my daily driver. Also, it's great for traveling because it cuts out background noise really well, and it has very good off-axis cancellation. I have a SteelSeries keyboard with a detachable wrist rest, which is quite cool when I want to game. Just makes more mouse space when I'm playing Valorant. This is the Viper V2 Pro, my mouse of choice currently, with a hyperpolling dongle. And this is the Elgato Stream Deck, which has nice shortcuts and stuff on it, so just makes life a bit easier. A headphone amplifier here. My choice of headphones is actually, I have this Sennheiser HT380 Pro over-the-ear headphone, and I have another Shure Ionic 215 in-ear monitors. So coming to my studio monitors of choice, I'm using the Adam Audio A5X. These are absolutely fantastic, but they do cost an arm and a leg. Also, I forgot to tell the mic is mounted on the Rode PSA-1 boom arm. Missed out mentioning these two monitors. This one is an LG 29-inch ultra-wide gaming monitor, and this is a 27-inch LG 144Hz Full HD gaming monitor. So missed out telling this part, this is a close-up of the jacks that I've installed on the inside of the studio. And then we have a set of jacks on the outside of the studio. So there's another short cable running between each of the jacks on the inside and the outside. This whole elaborate system just so that I don't have to put a PC inside the studio, because that kills the whole point of soundproofing. The most important thing is this Mitsubishi electric air conditioning system. It's a silent AC, produces only 19 decibels of noise in silent mode, which is actually inaudible on the microphone itself, unless you're pointing the microphone directly into the mouth of the...
Whoa!
Not mouth, outlet of the AC. So it would be practically impossible to survive in a booth like this with all the equipment running, machines generating heat. I decided I'm going to put a silent AC inside the booth. This keeps things comfortable and I can be here all day. So now I'm going to turn on the lights and show you what exactly I stream and what I broadcast when I'm doing remote live sessions for my voiceover clients. So first of all, I wanted to talk about the purpose of making a studio. Now, there are a few problems which you will face as a voiceover artist, or maybe for a YouTube video or for your own personal content. Two particular scenarios that I can count are, firstly, I stay in Mumbai, where there is a lot of noise of traffic, neighbors. We have houses in very close proximity to each other, and due to that, kind of gets difficult to record voiceovers without background noise. And two particular scenarios I would like to talk about. One, where you have to do something really loud and exciting, and I used to be an introvert. I still am. I'm getting better with time. I used to get performance anxiety. If I have to do something really loud or exciting, I would always be conscious about who is in the next room. My wife is playing with my dog or my mom is in the other room. And I would always get conscious about how loud I can go. And naturally, just because of you are conscious of the fact that you are trying to record a voiceover, I could not perform at my absolute limit, right? I can't go super loud. That's one area where it really helped to have a soundproof booth, because now inside here I can be as loud or as soft as I want and it doesn't disturb the outside world, neither do I get disturbed by all the traffic noise on the road, so that really helps. Second scenario was when you have to do something really softly. Now, the biggest challenge with that is if you're trying to record a very soft or an emotional kind of voiceover, you might want to have your gain set to a bit higher than usual. The problem with that is the higher the gain on the microphone, the more background noise it's going to capture. So despite wanting to speak as softly as possible, you will still have to raise your volume just a bit. You'll have to project a little bit more, because otherwise you're going to get a lot of background noise captured. And that's why recording on high gain is actually not possible in an untreated or a non-soundproof room. So the slow, emotional, conversational deliveries that a lot of producers are asking for, they were nearly impossible to do until I didn't have a soundproof studio of mine. Once I've had this, I can record at any time of the day. I don't have to wait. Like earlier, there would be scenarios where I would get a script at say 7 p.m, but it's very noisy right now, so I have to wait till about say 10, 11 p.m, and then I will take an hour and finish off my recording late in the night so that there's no background noise. And my turnaround times have gotten really fast. Like if you send me a script right now, I can probably record and send it back to you in 10 minutes if it's not a long script. If it's like a 30-seconder, I'll take only 10 minutes to send it back to you. So that way it really helped having a soundproof studio. So these were my purposes. I can go on and on, but I will keep that for another video where I would specifically talk about soundproofing versus acoustic treatment versus nothing at all, and the difference it makes. So I hope you like the studio tour and the little talk that I had about equipment, etc. If you have any questions related to voiceovers or a career in voiceover or what equipment to use or tips and tricks about general things about voiceovers, feel free to drop a comment. I'll make sure that I can reply to as many comments as I can. And also want to point out, the idea behind making this channel is only so I can put out this content for free. The thing is, you can learn about voiceovers. You certainly would need training about how to do voiceovers, okay? But information about professional voiceover career or just general help about equipment, gear, what you need to get started, how to approach clients, etc., etc. There's not a lot of information available online. The whole idea behind making this channel is so that I can help maybe new voiceover artists, maybe existing voiceover artists who want to improve their audio quality, who want to build a soundproof studio for their work. I hope I was able to help some of you guys out. I hope you probably found answers to some of the questions that you might have. And I'll be up with more content very soon. So cheers, have a nice day, peace out.